Shalom friends, 1 year ago Hamas carried out one of the worst attacks on Israel, firing thousands of missiles from Gaza while invading the southern communities near the border, killing more than 1,500 people and taking a large number of civilian hostages. In our city Sderot, the largest on the border, we saw a lot of Hamas terrorists roaming the streets, cold-bloodedly killing anyone in their path. It took days for the army to regain control on the city and evacuate most of the 38,000 residents who had been trapped in their homes, cut off and terrified. These families left everything behind, not knowing when they would be able to return to their homes. As the war continued, uncertainty grew. We kept in touch with many of displaced families, as well as with about 8,000 residents who remained in the city throughout the war and were unable to leave Sderot, trying to help them in any way we could. And we saw how the situation was becoming unsuitable economically and mentally for many. After a long month of waiting, the evacuated families began returning to the city, facing fears, trauma and uncertainty, along with the ongoing conflict. While providing aid to some families, we heard harrowing stories about the Black Saturday, October 7th, the day of Hamas invasion.
אני הוקפצתי ב7 לאוקטובר, לא יכלתי לצאת מהבית כי הם היו לידינו. אנחנו הסתכלנו דרך התריסים בבית.
הרבה אנשים שאני מכירה נהרגו, והחיים לא אותם חיים כמו שידענו לפני. מאז חדירת המחבלים יש לנו פחדים, בעיקרון חרדות, הרבה חרדות.
Despite the trauma, families have done their best to move forward. Some of our projects were very helpful in overcoming the pain and emotional damage and coping with the difficult economic situation they were in. But today, a year later, how is the city doing?
אין ביטחון, יש הרבה חשש, יש הרבה זיכרונות, אם זה קולות, אם זה ריחות. אין ספק שנפגענו גם נפשית וגם פיזית.
קשה מאוד לחזור. כשאני עדיין ישנה, אני עדיין מרגישה כמו דפיקות לב בראש, וזה ממש מפחיד.
On the main avenue where terrorists had entered with their trucks, shooting on that terrible day, today there is some routine activity. Children go to school, people go to work, to the supermarket, and occasionally they treat themselves with eating out. But also they try to carry on with their lives. The wounds run deep, and deep down we know that nothing will be the same again.
נהייתי יותר דרוך, רכשתי נשק, אני רוב הזמן עם הנשק, רק בעבודה אני בלי נשק כי אני עובד קרוב.
מנסים להיות אופטימיים, אבל כל פעם צץ משהו במדינה. המצב הביטחוני, למשל פיגועים או קסאמים.
Also, a sense of normalcy is starting to return for many families. The scars will last forever. However, unity and mutual support and love for this city are what will help us move forward, heal and overcome our fears. Unfortunately, the war isn't over yet. There are still enemies rising against us, skipping our destruction. With an imminent war with Hezbollah and Lebanon, and the unblessed threats from Iran and other fundamentalistic Islamic group vowing to destroy us, the threat is very real. That's why today we are distributing war kits to families in our community. These include first aid supplies, a radio to stay connected, batteries and chargers for cell phones, as well as flashlights and medicines essential in case of conflict. The people of Israel have faced many adversities throughout history, but we know that God has never abandoned us and never will. We trust that we will overcome this, and we are grateful for the prayers of our friends and allies in other countries. This is a critical time, and we believe we are living in the end times. That's why now more than ever we must unite in our faith and ask God for the salvation of Israel. May the Lord light our path and reveal Himself to His people, now more than ever. I'm Israel. Hi. Shalom from Sderot, Israel.